Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about when people are in denial about the type of person they're dealing with. Like many of us have probably been through, especially those that came from dysfunctional families, whereas, say, like narcissistic, histrionic, some kind of cluster B, whatever mix, if it is, which maybe not diagnosed, but the behaviors of, this kind, abusive, to whatever way, that it can be very difficult to wrap your mind around that this person is this way and there's no changing them. And many of them, they're not going to change unless they admit they have a problem and get help for it. One size doesn't fit all in anything. I'm not a healthcare professional provider. Read the disclaimer. Okay. So, but it can be difficult, really, to, like I just said, wrap your mind around that this is what you're dealing with. Now, say you're an enlightened person and you can see it, you can be a bit objective enough to be able to not have all those ties like you do when you're young, and you have all those ties to your family. There's such a bond, even if they're bad. There's such a bond that's difficult for you to get away from it. It's difficult for you to be objective. The other person, they can do that. But anyway, now, if somebody is telling you, how can you see it? If somebody's telling you, put yourself in their, show empathy, put yourself in their shoes, and somebody's telling you, you're an adult, you're no longer a child living at home, you've been away from your home, that family, maybe you have your own family, and maybe even grandbabies, grandchildren. And somebody's saying one of your siblings is, abusive, toward them. How do you feel? Where are your loyalties as a person who's not? Now, I've never known somebody who's like the narcissistic or the histrionic to be truly loyal to anybody, except for sometimes like a few people they find as they have like a crush on, they're obsessed with the person. They might, or that person is the like if they're flying monkeys and that's who they're flying monkey for. They're still narcissistic and they're still abusive. So yeah, but I've never really known them to be loyal at all. Okay, but you as a person who does understand, does feel loyalty, duty, responsibility, family, all of this, how would you handle it? Somebody telling you that. Now, me, my eyes have been open since I was a child, so yeah. So I know which ones are what and all that. So I would probably just listen to what they have to say. At first, it would depend on how bad it is. If I would get to the point where, say, go no contact, walk away, end it, even if it were one of my siblings and somebody told me that, I said, leave, I would tell them to leave. That would be my suggestion. No contact, Okay, but it really isn't all that easy. We all know that. For them to actually do it. And so I put myself in, somebody else's shoes, see how, there's a lot of somebody else's in this that I'm experiencing. And, how would I feel? I would feel that you never tell somebody they're not being abused, That's how I would feel all around, no matter if somebody's saying something about your best friend, your really close sibling, your mom, your dad, I would never tell somebody, no, you're not being abused. I might think it, if it's one of these histrionic people or the narcissistic people, they turn them around and say, play the victim when they're the ones who are doing the victimizing other people. But that's a person, you know, if you have that feeling toward anyway, that's a person you should go no contact with. But going no contact isn't always that easy, like I already said, you know. But anyway, putting yourself in shoes, remembering what you went through, you know. So there was a time, probably, I'd say, that denial was your middle name too. And, you know, just remember, you know, these people are extremely manipulative. They can con. They may have done it to you, you know, manipulated, conned you, twisted your mind around, you know, to where you saw them as something really, you know, someone who should be on a pedestal. So they might be doing it to somebody else, you know. So, what is it for you, really? Anyway, that's enough for this video. There's much more to it. But that's enough for this video for now. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.